In this video, I'll show you how to change the calculation method default, which might not make a lot of sense, but if you're dealing with converting to radians, you might get some numbers that don't actually look right. I'll give you an example. So take in the calculator, click on enter to bring up a scratch pad, and let's say you're typing an angle 120, and we'll make this degrees. We're not going to assume that the calculator will get that right. Control and book will bring up all the symbols, and we'll choose the degree symbol, and we're going to convert that to radians. Click back on the book and scroll down or hit R to jump to this one, which is 2 radians. Select that and enter, and oh dear, that doesn't look, it's got little r, which means that it's converted to radians, but you'd expect something like with a pi in there. Now the reason for this, it's not your fault, it's all the calculator's fault, is the settings. Now I revisited this a little earlier when talking about the change the default unit of angle. It's actually in the same place. So on your calculator, whilst you're on a scratch pad, click on dock and then scroll down to settings and status. Go right on that. Go down to document settings, which I know sounds odd because is it a document? But anyway, that's what it's called. Select that. And there's a bunch of settings in here. Before, in this video, I went through how to change the default angle unit of measurement, which in this case is radians. Now looking a little further down, there's this thing called the calculation mode. Now most of the time this will be on auto, and that is actually the best setting to have it. It may be, for whatever reason, you're on approximate, and that's what makes that decimal answer come up. So if we actually change that now, so I select that, oops, select that and put it to auto. All right, hit enter. So yeah, we want to apply to everything. Say okay, and we'll just try that equation again. So 120, sorry, that conversion, sorry, 120, control, book, put in the degree symbol, go back to book, all the functions, there's convert to rad. Now when we hit enter, that's better. So that's what we sort of expected. We see something with a pi, because as you know, 120 degrees is 2 pi over 3 radians. You'll need to get better at doing this conversion in your head. See my video a little later on, which talks about how to memorize these things. It's a bit like learning your multiplications table. And certainly at some schools, they will make you memorize this, because really it's like giving you a multiplication table in a VCE. You say, well, no, I don't need this. I know how to do it in my head. So you'll need to be able to convert quickly from, obvious angles like 120 degrees into radians and vice versa.